Guys, today I come with a brand new video. As a cloud engineer, you have sometimes some requests from a client or your boss to execute some tasks in a weekend, or when you are busy in a dinner with your family, right? So in my case, I have a client which have some EC2 instances. They have process that they run at any time. Once the process is done, they stop the EC2 instances. So the problem is that they call me at any time to start the EC2 instances. This is why I come with a solution where I can just start the EC2 instance by sending an SMS from my cell phone to AWS. So this is my diagram. So this is the diagram of my solution. So as you can see, I have a service called Pinpoint in Amazon, and this service will use an SNS topic. So the SNS topic will trigger a Lambda function, and this Lambda function will have all the code that will go and start my EC2 instance. So that function will do two things. It will check if the EC2 instance is already running. If the EC2 instance is running, it will just ignore that. But if the EC2 instance is in the stop state, it will go and start the EC2 instance. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so we will follow 5 steps to do that. So the first step, we will create an SNS topic to handle the pinpoint messages. After that, we will create an IAM wall for the Lambda function and the EC2. After that, we will create the Lambda function and we will generate the code with ChatGPT. So I will not build the code from scratch. I'm not a programmer. So I will ask ChatGPT to do that for me. And 4, I will create the pinpoint and do the configuration. And 5, I will test by sending an SMS to the number that the pinpoint will provide me. So you will see. Okay, guys, so let's go and create the SNS topic. So we have to go to the search bar and type SNS, sample notification service. We go next step. We'll not select FIFO, we'll select standard. Okay, we'll give it a name. So we'll call it start EC2 SMS. We will leave the display name as optional, and we'll go and create the topic. Okay, so our topic is created. So now let's move with the IAM wall. Yeah, so the most important thing is the walls. So now let's go and create the IAM walls. So we have to go to IAM, Identity and Access Management. So we have to go to role, not user, role. And we will create a new wall. We'll keep AWS service. We'll select Lambda. And now we go to next. So the first thing we need, the first policy we need is the Amazon SNS read-only access. Okay, so that is one. The second one is the EC2. EC2, we need the EC2. Let's take EC2 full access. Okay, and we need the basic execution for the Lambda. So we need the AWS Lambda basic execution. So this is very important for the Lambda because we'll use this will allow us to not only create the Lambda function, but it will use it to execute the Lambda function and also create all the necessary dependencies like the CloudWatch log that we'll need. Now click next. Let's put a name. Start. Let's call it Lambda EC2 SNS. So Lambda EC2 SNS. Okay, that okay. So let's go there. We have there's 3 policies, and we create our walls. So now we have the wall created. So now let's go and create the Lambda function. So we tap Lambda in the search bar. Okay, click on Lambda. Okay. So we create a function. Okay. We'll create it from scratch. Okay. And we'll give it a name. So we'll call it start EC2 EC2 instance. Okay. We'll use Python. Okay. We use Python 3.12. Okay, we'll select that CPU arc, and now we create the function. Okay, so this is all we create the Lambda function. So once the Lambda function created, so now we will add a trigger. Okay, so let's go and add the trigger. So what will be our trigger? The trigger will be the SNS. The SNS topic that we created before. This one, start EC2 underscore SMS is the topic. So we click on it and we click on add. So this is done. So now the next step is to create the pinpoint. So now this is the most important thing also, the creation of the pinpoint. So let's go and create our pinpoint. Okay, now let's go to pinpoint to create our pinpoint service. Okay, so we have to type pinpoint in the search bar and we go to Amazon Pinpoint. Okay, so we click on that. So we have to click on manage SMS. Okay, once we click on manage SMS, so we have to go to phone numbers. So we have to click on request originator. So the originator that we are going to request is a phone number that AWS will assign to us. So let's request that. So that option is not available on all the countries. Well, it is available on all the countries, but most of the time you have to create a case and ask the support to enable it for you. So in my case, I will use Canada because actually I'm in Canada. So let's choose Canada. Okay. And we click next. So we have number capabilities, text and media. So we'll choose text and media. So this is the only one that we need. We have to choose the volume, but this is optional. I prefer to keep that optional. Company headquarter or all those things, we don't need that. Okay. Two-way SMS messaging. So this is important. We have to say yes. Okay. And after that, we click next. So on we click next, this is where you have to ask the support to do it for you. For example, if you are on other country and you see that it is not available for you, you have to request that by creating a case. Okay, so in my case, I will keep long code. Okay, and after that, I will click next. Okay, and everything is okay there, and I will click request. So that is going to request a phone number. So as you can see, this is the phone number that I have. So this is the phone number that I will use. I will send the SMS from my cell phone to that number, and it will trigger the Lambda function. So let's continue with that part. Okay, so now we have to go down to the two-way SMS. As you can see, it is not enabled, so we have to click on edit and we enable it. So once we enable it, we go to X. As you can see, there is a where we can integrate we can do the integration between the SNS topic and the pinpoint. So now where the message will come from. So incoming message destination. So we have to say this, which is the SNS topic. Okay. And after that, you say use topic policy. So we have to keep that. Okay. Just like that. So now we will do the integration. Okay. Between, so as we say there, the integration between the pinpoint and the SNS. Okay. So now we click on save. Okay, so now we're good to go. So the next step is ask ChatGPT to generate our Python code that will go and check if the EC2 instance is running. If it's not running, start it. If it's running, skip it. Yeah, so as I said, my code will be generated by ChatGPT. So as you can see, I was chatting with ChatGPT and asking to give me the code. So for example, give me now a code that can start the EC2 instance with that ID if it's not in a running state. Okay, so now it provide me that. But after that, as you can see, I try to improve the code and adding CloudWatch in the code and to improve it. So you don't have to trust ChatGPT at the first start. So you have to try to improve the code and by challenging ChatGPT, right? So now this is the last code. So let's copy the code and go to Lambda, and we go to Lambda function and we pass the code and we click on deploy. Okay, so now I have to update the instance ID. So let me remove this instance ID and go to EC2 instance and copy that ID. Okay, we copy the ID. This is the EC2 instance that we are going to start with an SMS, and we pass it there and we click deploy. So our code is deployed successfully in the Lambda function. So now let's go to the next step where I'm going to share my screen of my cell phone, and I'm going to send the SMS, and I'm going to show you the logs in live. Okay, so let's go back to the Pinpoint service to get the number. So let's go there to let's manage SMS again. We go to the phone number because I don't have the phone number in head. So this is the phone number. Okay, so we are going to send the SMS to that phone number. Okay, guys, so I would like to show you the logs in CloudWatch, but Lambda, you have to invoke it for a one time to create the logs for you. It will not create the logs when you create the Lambda. So when you invoke one time the Lambda, it will create the logs in CloudWatch. So now I will go straight to the test. So I have my EC2 instance in stop state. Now I will go and send the SMS to the phone number. So the phone number is 141831848. So I click on that and I will send something start EC2. It can be anything, right? Send. So now let's see. Okay, I don't know what happened in the background right now, but let's hope that's gonna work. Let's see. Still on stop state. I will not cut the video, right? Okay. Okay, so let me go to the Lambda right now. Okay, so let's go to monitor. Yeah, as you can see, we have one invocation here. That's great. So sometimes EC2 instance wait. You will have to wait. Let's see. Okay, I know what happened because in my Lambda function I have something, right? So what is the thing is like I put US West, but the EC2 instance is in US East, you know. So let me deploy again, okay, and send another SMS. As I said, I will not cut the video because I want you to see this live. I don't want anybody to say that that guy just start the EC2 instance when the video is paused. So now I will start again, start, okay, and now let's go, let's go, refresh, refresh. I will keep refresh this thing. Let's see. I did the deploy. Let's go to monitor. Now I have this. Okay, so maybe something happened. So let's check the logs. Okay, so we have 3 logs here. Okay, as you can see, there's a timeout 3 seconds. So to start the EC2 instance, it take more than 3 seconds, right? So now maybe it is start, maybe not, but it is failed because of timeout. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do configuration, we're going to general, we edit. As you can see, there's a timeout of 3 seconds, but we need it more. We need more than 3 seconds. So we put 10 seconds, right? And now we can save. Let's go again and share our screen of the cell phone and start. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay, now I'm going to apply a filter and I'm going to put it on going to be on tail. So start. So I will see the logs live now. Be patient, guy. So it will not take long. I send another one. An error unauthorized. Okay. Build duration unauthorized. Something happened here. Is like describe EC2 operation. Okay, so in our okay, is not authorized to perform describe. So in our policy somewhere we have to add something, okay, to maybe is the execution wall inside the Lambda. So let's go to the Lambda and check the Lambda. So let's go there. So as you can see, there is a role here. Okay, so that role, I have to go to that role and okay, so let's change that role to the role that we create, the Lambda. Okay, Lambda EC2 SNS, and click Save now. So now it should work. Okay, let's clear the screen. Okay, I'm still sharing my phone. Start, new SMS will coming. Be patient, guy. Boom. Okay, as you can see, look at this. Current state of the EC2 instance. Current state is stop. So now it will was not, what is that? So okay, it was not running and had been start. So that's great. So now stop, let's refresh. Pending. So it start, man. So that's sad. So this is it. So we got it. So now let's say that guy called me in the midnight and said, Cliff, I need that huge instance to be started now, and I will shut it down when I'm done with the process. I will just go to the bathroom while I'm, I don't know, doing some stuff or eating or doing, or wake up in the bed, and I can go there and send an SMS, start, and that SMS will go and trigger the Lambda function, and the Lambda function will go and start my EC2 instance. As you can see, my EC2 instance is in warning state. So on that last part, I didn't even cut the video. I keep it like that. As you can see, I'm debugging my stuff live. I didn't cut the video at all with all the things. Okay. So thank you so much. If you have any question, you can put it in the comments and I will come with a next video where I'm going to show you how can I protect my pinpoint. For example, right now, you know my number, my phone number, you know the phone number. Anybody can go and start sending SMS to that number and will trigger the Lambda function. So, or can I protect that? Or can I don't know, put some restriction on countries or accept messages from only one phone number? So this is the next video. Okay, thank you so much.